February 1st. No weapon formed against me, my brothers, or my sisters shall prosper in this month of February.
Sure.
What's going on, beautiful people of the internet? It's your boy, Phyllis Master M now, and we're back to give you another episode of the Cursed Speech Podcast. And today, it's just the two, man. It's just me and Ty Willie 99. Ty Willie 99, go ahead and say some two-man words to the people.
It's me. It's Ty Willie 99. We got a bunch of gaming news for you, as always. So,
bunch of gaming news, man. A bunch of gaming news. And we ain't gonna sugarcoat it. We're gonna start it off right. We're gonna get this thing flowing. We're gonna start off with the state of play. So first, I'm gonna make fun of you Bloodborne players, man. The Bloodborne hopium is kind of nuts, and y'all will never let it go, bro. Y'all just never let it go. One day you might get a remake, but yesterday wasn't today. Hey, y'all cooked.
I wanted 60 FPS, bro. Just give me a patch that makes it 60 FPS on my PS5, and I'll never say anything ever again. Nah, I'm not with them though. They're not like, I don't associate with them the Bloodborne at every state of play. Nah. They're cooked.
It's just one of those things, man. I would enjoy playing that game, or at least I think I would enjoy playing it. I just can't do 30 no more, bro. I should have played it when I had the chance. But instead of Bloodborne 2 at the state of play, what we got was Silent Hills 2, man.
Just Silent Hill.
Oh,
no S.
Ooh, my bad. Silent Hill 2, bro. A lot of hate behind this one, and I'm not entirely sure why. Could you enlighten me as to why people aren't so happy about hearing about Silent Hill 2 remake?
Oh, as a non-Silent Hill 2 player, what I can tell you about it is that I believe I saw this on Twitter too. My bad, Twitter guy. I'm gonna try and mix it up. There's no, like, they're too outspoken with like the message. You see what I did? Outspoken.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's supposed to be more subtle than it is. Like, people have been comparing it to like RE2 remake, and that's bad because RE2 remake is like, you know, it's like Resident Evil is like a survival horror series, but like it does action pretty well.
Right.
Silent Hill is not like, it's, at least for the original games, it's not supposed to be like this action-packed thing. It's supposed to be like this quiet, like, psychological experience that like has you like just piecing things together. Like, very rarely is the message in like Silent Hill supposed to be screamed at you.
Okay.
And the developer, Bluebird, is very bad at subtlety. So yeah, that's just a little. That's what I know. It's not. It's very like in your face with a lot of stuff, and
that's not
it's
what
not.
we're rocking with.
It's not. It's not gonna be a remake that's very faithful to the original. If that's to. Yeah. Also, just visually, it just looks like it just doesn't look. I saw someone say it's not dirty enough, and I was like, man. Or no, it was the other way around. They said it looked too clean.
Alright. Yeah. I could definitely see that. It doesn't look intimidating.
Because if you like see the original, dude, there's a layer of grime on everything, and it's just not here either.
It filthy up the game.
Which it's crazy to say that, because it doesn't look like a nice place to be in. But if you see like how thick the grime is in the, it's just.
I get it. It doesn't convey the imagery that they was like going for. I could see that. It's not like if I'm playing, what's the other game, bro? Resident Evil. It evokes a different type of emotion that I'm not really getting from Silent Hill. I don't know, bro. I'm just not scared of the scary game, if that makes any sense.
It's just not. It's just not what the fans are looking for, and seeing them just have no faith in it has been funny, but it's also like heartbreaking, because it's like, it's funny because of how bad they're roasting the game, not because they're unhappy. Just to clarify.
I got you.
Oh yeah, Silent Hill 2. It's looking like
Not meeting expectations.
looking like we're not gonna be seeing much hype about that.
Well, speaking of hype, you know, we've talked about this topic pretty often, and it's come up again, bro. It's come up again. There is seemingly no way around it. During the state of play, they showed off some more Stellar Blade gameplay, man, and the nerds, they back at it again, baby. They can't take it. They can't stand it. It's the one thing they truly hate. It's censorship in their games. It's censorship in their games. So Stellar Blade 2 looking like a fantastic game. She caked. She is undeniably caked, and she's showing them assets. You feel me?
Now, I wrote down stellar cheeks, bro.
And we're gonna talk about the gameplay here in a second, but I didn't know that this was a problem. I didn't know that people were like so hardcore don't censor Stellar Blade. This is something going on in the background I had no clue about, bro. There's like, and I stumbled upon the Reddit looking deeper into this rabbit hole because I looked into the comments. They said they didn't censor it, and it was like a bunch of people cheering and shit.
His ass went to Reddit.
I went to Reddit. I went to Reddit. That's how you know it was bad. And we had some Reddit commenters on a couple of our videos as of late. But I'm like, I didn't know that they was fighting so hard for this, bro. It's people saying that the game was still censored. It's people saying the game isn't censored, and they stumbling over themselves and don't know where to look, bro. I mean, it's obvious jiggle physics in here. You feel me? But they're not as egregious as I would have thought they would be with the way these people are talking about it being quote unquote censored. I don't know, man. Gamers are just strange.
Listen, like, I get it. People are lonely. They're horny. They like to game. They just want a little bit of alleviation from things. But like, I don't know. It's just not a good look, man. It's not a good look. Like, that being said, I don't think this needs to be censored, and I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, we need every game to be censored. But it's like, when you're just like, oh my god, bro, they took out the jiggle physics and they covered up her thighs and they made her shirt longer. It's just like, do you hear yourself? Yeah, man.
You can't be out here screaming.
I get it. It sets a precedent. It's like, if they censor the breast, then they're gonna start censoring the guns, and then they're gonna start censoring violence. But like, that shit. Sony has a history of picking and choosing exactly what and when they'll censor things. So
yeah, bro.
That's not something we gotta worry about.
They got that's a wild hill to die on, man. It's an incredibly wild hill to die on. I just have to bring that up though. But Stellar Blade itself is looking like an interesting game, bro. We talked about this during the state of play, and I might throw a clip up there. But it looks like a Souls-like, man. It looks like we're getting a Souls-like. I was expecting more of a DMC-esque thing, but I don't think we're getting that. I don't think we're getting that with this game.
Because it does, and I just noticed in the trailer, but it does look like there are like combos and stuff, and I think it might be like more action-packed. Not action-packed, but like,
you get more chances,
like more action-y than like your average Souls, like, and it doesn't seem like there's stamina, but just like there are just certain things that I see and I'm like, nah, this might be, because there's a deflect, right? Obviously Sekiro's not the first game to have a parry, but like just seeing like the deflect made me think of Sekiro, Lies of P. Honestly, because Lies of P also, like, it very much is a Souls-like, but it has like little flashes of like, this kind of like action, you know. So, and there's like a whole like leveling system. It seems like this might be borrowing like aspects a little bit. I don't know. It just reminded me of it. It could just be like typical game skill tree. Also, like some of the moves you do, it does look like it has like a lot of flash to it, but
Yeah.
because but when she sat down in the chair, had the pot of gumbo and the vending machine, I was like, at a bonfire? I don't know. This might be a crackpot theory because I'm looking at the because I watched this trailer twice. First time I'm like, that kind of looks soulsy. Second time I'm like, oh yeah, it might be. But this third time around, I don't know. It might be more of a hybrid than I thought initially. But just it looks good though. To say something about the game that I know, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Horniness aside, looks like a fun time.
Animation's looking good, combat looking smooth, character models looking fantastic.
Them hair physics are a little iffy. Not a little, they're pretty bad, but
I'm interested in seeing how this game plays, man. I don't think I'll give two shits about the story, but I'm all for some fun sword swinging combat. You know, I've been kind of on a near autonomous near what is it, kick.
Yeah,
some fun actiony combat, man. Some fun actiony combat. Another thing that they showed at the State of Play, which got everybody going, man. We got some Death Stranding 2 next up on the chopping block, bro. And I gotta say, as somebody that didn't play the first one, I for sure don't know what's going on in this one, but it looked cool.
Yeah. I mean, no one knows what's going on in this one. But I forgot what it feels like to be excited for one of these, because I played Death Stranding when it came out and I've liked it quite a bit, but I haven't revisited it. And this just looks like utterly insane. Like, I don't know. Maybe I just forgot what it was like, but like Kojima, I feel like Death Stranding, at least the trailers for the first one weren't this like batshit insane.
No. Guitar Boy.
This
and
one,
we'll get to it in the trailer. Insane.
Yeah, man. The lightning shooting guitar v katana fight, bro. Like, what? No, the Kojima is fully leaning into things. I mean, he usually does. But like, he's really like, especially with the marketing for this, like, yeah, no, y'all ain't gonna know what's going on, and that's okay.
I don't know how.
But no, it looks really good though. What the?
Just not, bro.
It's
it's so much going on and nothing happening at the same time. Shit just kind of is how it is, and that's It's interesting, but it's like explained, but after you explain it, it's one of those things where like I feel like the explanation wouldn't even feel that satisfying because it's so wild. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes TV shows have this problem where they have like a magic system or like some type of power scaling going on, and then trying to explain it takes the mystery away from it, which in turn drops the quality of it. If that makes sense.
That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen with this. Like, Death Stranding, there's context added to a lot of things, but it's still weird. Because it's like, there'll be characters. Like, there's the character Deadman in the first game, and you're like, why is his name Deadman? Okay. No, that's not the one who's Heartstop. That's Hartman.
Okay, Hartman.
Deadman. And you're like, why is his name Deadman? And then he's like, yeah, I'm made up of body parts from like cadavers, and you're like, what? And then that's it. That's like there's not really much more to it. Like, I'm sure there's like some added backstory for him that you can read, but like, I'm literally a dead man. Like, I'm made up of dead people. It's like, oh, all right. And then yeah, you mentioned Hartman, who his heart just stops like every 5 minutes or something like that, and you have to sit there and wait for his heart to start again. And it's like, so yeah, generally the explanations are like, all right, like you just kind of have to go with it. And yeah, I hope that this is similar, despite how much more insane I feel like this looks.
Bro, also Puppet Man over here animated in a different frame rate. Kojima saw Spider-Verse and was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna put that in my game.
And it just works, bro. It just works. He can just throw whatever he wants in there. And
yeah, I was talking about how much he loves Western media. Bro just loves his media, period. But like, yeah, he definitely saw Spider-Verse and was like, wrote in his journal, he's like, yeah, I'm lifting that.
Dude, I don't know, man. Something about the gameplay of, I can't even. I'm gonna give this one a shot, bro. I'm gonna give this one a shot. I'm far more interested in Death Stranding 2 than I am of 1 in any way, shape, or form.
You should not do that. You should find the cheapest way to play the first game and play that first. Because this is just the way the game looks, it's just the first one. Which the first game, if you reduce it, right, you are just delivering packages. Like, the gameplay loop is getting from point A to point B. You're getting from point A to point B to deliver the packages or to get the story delivered to you. If you don't want to, like, post-apocalyptic postman simulator, if that's not your cup of tea, then don't buy it. Like, there's combat, right? It's not what you're coming for. It's cool. You're finding solutions to problems, or you're like circumventing the need to do that entirely. Like, okay. Like, bro over here shooting, guarantee you that's not the most fun way to do that. It's probably a lot more fun to... It just reminded me of a gameplay I saw for the first one. But yeah, regardless, yeah, if you don't want to deliver packages for 30 hours, then probably just look up a playthrough, or you could watch me play it on Twitch. And I'm kidding, I don't stream like that. But yeah.
I don't know.
It looks good though. It looks really good. Like, it looks like Kojima's doing what he wants, and people love when he does that. So
because it's so like zany and interesting, bro. I don't know, man. It's the same thing with fucking Metal Gear, bro. Shit just be happening. Except Metal Gear, I can kind of like get a grasp.
Metal Gear, you can, if you play the games, you'll understand them as long as you like engage with them to understand them. Like, if you just play them, don't really think about shit, then like you're gonna misunderstand a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff I don't really understand because I played them when I was young. But there are so many like so many explanations for that. Thing about Death Stranding is it's coming out, so we don't like know everything. Like, and this dude, he died, or obviously he didn't die, or maybe he came back to life. Either way, we handled him. Now he back. So
he back with his electric guitar and his squad of goons, bro.
And then Sam,
his a literal electric guitar, hilarious, bro. Hilarious, dog.
And then like Sam, he was like old in the reveal for the game. Don't know why he was old, and and there were things from like the first game that were like, all right, so can we get like more on that? So, you know, it's not gonna be as easy to unpack this game's plot, but hey man, it's a good time for those who are willing. You might like it, you might not, but either way, I would recommend playing the first one, because I'm sure however confusing this will be,
the first one might help. Yeah.
The first one might help, because it's like, I believe, like, Fragile in the trailer, she's like, it's just like in America, like, referring to how disconnected the people are. So it's like, I'm sure there will be plenty of references to the events of that game, and like the babies out of the thing, wouldn't even know why that's a big deal if you haven't played the first one. It's like, oh, it's a normal baby. Hell no, it's not. Absolutely not.
Hey man, I'm predicting it. Death Stranding 4, and you playing as the baby, bro. You playing as the baby, bro. Got my money on it.
Fair enough.
Kojima's such an interesting person, bro.
He is an enigma for sure.
Kojima aside, going into the next state of play reveal we had going, man. Sonic X Shadow Generations, bro. You want to take it away on this one for the title, bro?
So listen, title aside, because I think it's pretty obvious that the title is gonna be memed on to death. It's cool that they're remastering, and not just remastering, but adding to Sonic Generations, like, Shadow. Everyone loves Shadow. Um, man, he's getting his own little portion in Sonic Generations. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of like modern Sonic games. I've tried. The only one I really played was Unleashed, and I didn't think it was bad. I was just bad at it, and I don't know. I picked up Sonic Frontiers also, and it just ain't for me. I think that's the moral. But I'm like, I will never be mad when a new Sonic game comes out or is popular. It's good to see.
I'm really excited to at least play a few of the older Shadow missions. Just out of pure nostalgia, bro. I don't really give a fuck for the Sonic missions, because I just not pop in, but I just download.
You'll probably have to play all of it.
Yeah.
They're not gonna let that.
No,
slide.
I know.
I don't know. Maybe for people that have already played Sonic Generations, they'll like be nice and be like, "Hey, Shadow shit is
right
over here."
But
like on some Sonic Adventure 2 shit, Team Sonic or Team Shadow or whatever.
Yeah. Shout out to Sonic
opposed to
Adventure
light or dark.
But that's just, I'm interesting name choice, bro.
The title is very unfortunate. Like, getting into that, they know.
They
like
know.
Sega,
They
at
know.
least like on like the person who runs the social media, like I'm pretty sure they're aware that Sonic fans will ship
Sonic
anybody.
and Shadow, yeah.
Yeah, so for them to put, it's not Sonic and Shadow Generations or like Sonic plus Shadow, because they like using pluses for Sonic stuff, like Sonic Mania Plus, Sonic
X Shadow,
bro. Like, bro, Sonic. I'm gonna have to start saying Sonic Time Shadow or something, bro, because you can't do you.
You know the meme on Twitter with Spider-Man holding the truck back, bro. It's Sonic X Shadow, and it's just generations, bro. It's so fucking cooked, bro. Horrible marketing, dog. Horrible marketing, man.
Maybe they named it that on purpose, and you just don't see the vision. It's like, let me look up my favorite ship, and then they see a game. But I think the opposite will happen. I saw someone say this on Twitter. little Timmy looking up Sonic X Shadow to find the game, and he finds fan fiction, fan art, porn, probably. Like,
fucking horrible, dude.
Come on, man. Yeah, like you said, that generation is gonna be saving a lot of kids from getting hit by trucks, bro. If they remember the time.
Hey, man. But hey, man.
It looks good. It looks like a solid remaster, and I'm excited to at least see the Shadow gameplay, even if I won't play it.
Yeah, that shit is cooked, bro. Speaking of cooked, man, Foam Stars. It's on its way, man. You excited for Foam Stars? A little bit of foamy action. It's just Splatoon. It's PlayStation's version of Splatoon.
So listen, I don't think it looks like horrible, but I think we're looking at a similar case. I don't know, because I feel like it's not. You know what? I fumbled, because I could have played I think there was a beta for it.
Yeah, I signed up, but I didn't get in.
I think I got it. I'm pretty sure I had the option to play this game, and I didn't. Okay. So I could actually be sitting here speaking from experience on how quality it is or not. But either way, back to what I was getting at earlier, I think it'll be similar to the launch of Destruction All-Stars, because it's a game that'll be free for PlayStation Plus. It's launching on PlayStation Plus. People might play it, find out that they don't like it or that it's bad, and then just kind of drop it. And I don't think it's gonna make it very far.
Or we could get a Fall Guys situation. Remember that? Remember when Fall Guys was the popping thing for a little while? Didn't
Fall
last
Guys
long.
was the popping thing for a little while. I mean, it's still alive though. They haven't like announced like end of service for that.
That is
So
true.
yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't like another thing. It just doesn't have. I've been saying this a lot recently. It ain't got the seasoning, bro. It just kind of looks like they're flashing stuff. Like it's got like a lot of flashy animations. But I don't know. It's just missing something. This is gonna backfire on me when I inevitably have to talk about this other new game that might die eventually, but we'll get there when we get there. Yeah, Foam Stars, I'm not a fan, personally.
I'm not a fan either, even from looking at gameplay, because we've gone over this game at least twice now on the channel. It's not inspiring any type of confidence for me. This is very well could be another one of those DOA situations, and it's looking like it. It's shaping up to be that way. I think this one's gonna get lost in translation, hey, but we might have fun with it for a couple of weeks.
If it's a pleasant surprise, great. I will try it because it will come at no cost to me.
Yeah, I swear. Already paying for PlayStation Plus, might as well.
Yeah.
But knocking that out. Next up on the agenda, we have Judas. Judas's story trailer dropped, and there's some interesting stuff behind this one. Apparently, and I did not know this, the guy behind Judas apparently left BioShock, or he like laid off a bunch of people from the BioShock studio and went to go make a new game and ended up just making the same game again. I think that's kind of funny.
I remember hearing about that. I forget the guy's name.
Yeah, I forgot bro's name too. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Man, it's I used to remember, but yeah, either way, Judas is interesting looking to say the least.
I'm talking about fix what you've broken, bro, and it is just BioShock with extra steps. I think the story behind this one is like the future,
like a time travel thing.
Yeah. It's not looking like a bad game. I've always been a BioShock fan, so I'm always willing to give another BioShock-esque game a shot. And this one looking like a BioShock-ass BioShock game. His name is
Ken Levine.
Yep. Not Kevin.
Wait, Ken?
It's Ken Levine. Yep.
But yeah.
Oh, so here it is. So Ken Levine laid off 90% of his Irrational Games staff after BioShock Infinite in 2014 to focus on smaller games, and here he is with BioShock. That's funny. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, not like funny, haha, like funny, like fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
back.
sucks. That sucks. But shit. We're no stranger to layoffs nowadays, but yeah, moving from that though, at least this looks like
interesting.
I mean, he's not reinventing the wheel,
no.
You know. It's like, hey, underwater city, hey, city in the sky, and now we got a city in space.
Somebody, I fucking call it that shit. No, we had a discussion about this before, bro. It was like, so what's the next thing gonna be? Space? And
yeah, well, there you go. I like the little Wild West-esque stuff.
The horse with the fucking gun.
Yeah, and it just like some areas just look like fucking saloons, like in the game. So it looks interesting. I'm not like a huge BioShock shill. I enjoy the first game, didn't finish it, and I'm not gonna say anything about Infinite. But yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested for sure. I'm interested.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, man, they brought back the hand horror. You know, hands gonna get fucked up in a myriad of different ways. Pretty sure we're gonna see some fucked up shit. Maybe a little bit of racism in this one, like with Infinite. But we'll see, man. I'm definitely got my eyes out for this game. Looking interesting, bro. Looking interesting. Another game that we have that is very interesting on the state of play run we've been going on is Dragon's Dogma 2. This game looks better every time I see it, and I just want to get my hands on it at this point. Y'all can stop showing me trailers.
Next month, so
Next
yeah,
month.
I'd appreciate that too. But no, everything they show for it, it looks great, bro. It looks great. Like it'll show up here in a second, but there's like weapon switching. Didn't know that was gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
I think I watched a preview that mentioned that, but I just completely forgot. Yeah, what's this? The magic spell blade?
Yeah.
Is that the vacation this is? Yeah. Looks sick. Looks incredibly cool. Dude, the combat looks good. I saw a preview, I think it was on IGN. They were like, yeah, this is gonna be like they're not really gonna have like quest markers and stuff like that. Or even
it's gonna
like
be a fantasy game.
Yeah, the like exclamation mark that shows you like, hey, someone needs to what they said is that people will come to you with like things like, hey, you look capable. I need you to go find my kid. We last saw him like round these ways, and then you just have to like do that. So from the sound of it, it's gonna be like super immersive in that regard.
I fuck with that. I've been enjoying the little fantasy run we've been having in the gaming.
Yeah, fantasy. Yeah.
So
no, it looks great. It looks great. Can't wait to get my hands on that one in March.
What was I gonna say? I've found out that apparently the weapon switching is a part of a class system. I mean, it's part of like a special class. I'm like, okay, that kind of makes a little bit more sense. Because I remember in the first game, you were pretty much locked to only one weapon, and the only reason I picked the was it the archer class or the rogue class is because you could switch between archer and rogue. Because I'm like, I don't want to be limited to one.
It was like one class. So like, yeah, because rogue, or I think it's. Yeah, it was called Rogue in that game. I'm getting it mixed up because I think Thief is like a separate thing. There's like an Archer and then there's Thief in two. But yeah, they had like the daggers and then you had the bow on your back for ranged attacks. Yeah, and that was basically like other classes could like use multiple. Like Fighter could use like sword and shield, two-handed sword, but they couldn't like switch. So yeah, it's good to see that. Because it just makes the gameplay look even more dynamic, which didn't think that was possible. But yeah,
looking forward to this one, bro. Looking forward to this one. And on our last little run here, the last game that we care to talk about from the state of play is Rise of the Ronin. Looking like a beast of a game. You want to start us off on this one?
Hey, Koei Tecmo's doing it again, man. It looks pretty good. Unfortunate release date aside, it's like an open world RPG that is coming out on the same day as Dragon's Dogma 2. Unfortunate stuff aside, I like the direction they're taking for this because it's open world with it seems like to be like in their like little holy trinity because you got like Neo and Neo 2. And then they did Wolong Fallen Dynasty last year, and now they've got this, which Neo and Wolong are pretty similar structure-wise. This, however, is like a full like open world.
Yeah.
And combat seems to be a little different. Like it doesn't seem to be going for like the Soulsy thing anymore. It's got like the flex pit and stuff like that, but it reminds me not too much of Ghost of Tsushima because Ghost of Tsushima just. I don't know. It just has like a more cinematic quality, whereas this you can like look at it and be like, yeah, it's a video game, all right, but like in a good way, not like in a bad way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess in the sense that like the combat encounters are smaller, and it's got like stealth and stuff, so that's not a too crazy of a comparison. And it also is missing like the sort of fantasy element. I say that as this motherfucker starts breakdancing.
We talked about this last time too.
Like twice the size of a normal human being. But I think that's just a guy. He's just weird.
Yeah.
Who knows? It might have that fantasy element, but it's also like not super far in the past. Like Neo's over like a pretty big
Blood
time
has a
frame. At least
flamethrower.
Neo 2. But like, yeah, this guy has guns, a flamethrower. So it just I just think it
He
looks.
also has a
It
camera.
looks like it'll be good.
Because you can see it in the bottom left over there in this hotbar.
Yeah,
He
I'm
has a
pretty
camera.
sure. Yeah. Which I like to see different settings because they love to like. Well, I don't know. This isn't too crazy of a setting because I think Like a Dragon Ishin. I know that game's like a lot older than this one, but we got that last year too. And Like a Dragon Ishin is in a similar time period where there's like it seems like samurai are not as prevalent and these niggas got guns. So but it's not like a super uncommonly used time period. But I'm glad to see them like not just solely like in like Japan's past or even like China's past.
Right.
It's just cool. I like to see them like doing some different stuff because I'm not used to seeing this from Koei Tecmo.
Nah, but it seems like with every game that they've been putting out, it only gets better and better. Last one being, what was it? Last game that we played from them.
It was
Wolong, there we go. I had a fantastic time with Wolong. That game was long as shit though, but it's still a good time on it. I had fun with the combat, the interactions, and just the boss fights in general. If they can keep that flow going, especially in the open world formula with a good amount of traversal, fuck it, I'll play it.
It looks fun. I do need to double back for Wolong though, because I didn't get the credits on that one. I didn't roll credits, but
game long as shit. Game long as shit. Game fun, but game long as hell. But yeah. And then that wraps up everything from the state of play. And now I just want to go ahead and get into this other pressing news, man. This other pressing news about our about our favorite Twitch ambassador. So we got Pokimane, or Pokimane, however you want to say it, bro. She decided that she's leaving Twitch's exclusivity behind. And in this latest article, the day we are recording this, by the way, is February 1st, Black History Month. You feel me? Crazy, we talk about the white girl that said the N word, but
yeah.
But it's pressing news, bro, because she feels that Twitch is, and this is another big hit to Twitch, because Twitch has been struggling lately, man. She feels like it's not enough. It's not worth the hassle anymore, and she's gonna take her talents elsewhere. She's a free agent, and she's as of yesterday or today. No, today is the first day she streams on YouTube.
On YouTube,
yeah. And she's also streaming on on Instagram and TikTok too. So, hey man, if you haven't gotten into streaming yet, I highly recommend you get on YouTube. Twitch is a sinking ship. But yeah, man, you got anything you wanna add to this, bro? Any insights?
Crazy that we are discussing her in our month, but whatever.
Oh no, absolutely insane, absolutely insane.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, Twitch is a platform. It's one of the platforms of all time. I don't have shit to say about this streaming stuff, man. I do kind of want to get into streaming, so knowing that Twitch is not gonna be the place to be, so, all right, I'll keep that in mind when it's relevant.
Yeah. So
yeah, to me at least. Well, yeah, big hit to Twitch, I guess.
Let me babble about this real quick, man. So another problem with Twitch is, and what she like, the major point of her leaving is she felt like there's only two ways to grow on Twitch. It's either always to be on Twitch or to run more ads. Like, it's not as lucrative as it used to be, and they're not signing contracts like how they used to be. So she's probably getting some, and she don't want to go to Kick. Kick is a cesspool of like gambling and Call of Duty players. You already know what they be on.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's a real tough time in streaming's life cycle here, bro, and we'll see how this goes. But You can catch us on YouTube streaming as of right now. As for right now. One more thing I want to talk about here is while we still talking on the topic of gaming and streaming and stuff, Microsoft released their latest numbers, and gaming makes up a third of it. It's one of the top 3. Let's check this ledger here.
Profit?
Yeah, and gaming is one of their most profitable endeavors, bro. So first is server products and cloud services. Second is office products. Third is gaming, and then fourth is Windows, which is very unprecedented because Microsoft, made their money off of Windows. But this just goes to show how popular gaming is starting to become, man.
About to say, it's crazy how massive it is, because you look at like discourse online, there's a lot of like console bullshit, but generally speaking, of like the places to play games, Microsoft is like one of the I'd say it's in like fourth, and this isn't like to disrespect it. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, as far as like the other consoles, I believe Phil Spencer has said, like, yeah, we're kind of like losing. He said something along those lines, like either we're losing or we lost he said that they lost the generation they needed to, which was the like PS4 era, the era where basically everyone started going all digital.
Right.
So to see that, despite that, it's still like such a major aspect of their profit is like, yeah, gaming's huge. It's huge. And yeah, I mean, I would say you love to see it, but we know that the people that are not at the executive level are not having a great time in gaming right now.
Of layoffs, bro. A lot of layoffs. End of the year.
Gamers, we're up.
Oh yeah, no, we up like crazy. But
we're up. Developers are way down, unfortunately.
And that's gonna have some rippling effects later on, bro. I got a feeling that's gonna be real bad for us in the next like 5 or so years. 3, even closer than that. I say 3 or so years, because we're gonna see
if all the talent that are making the games are like
fired,
getting pushed out, then they're gonna be like, all right, fuck gaming. I'm gonna go do something else.
Right.
And
this is just a very interesting thing, bro. $7.11 billion made from gaming, and you would think that they losing money on the Game Pass, because the Game Pass is like a crazy endeavor. But if it's out here beating Windows at like $5 billion, it's not even extra $2 billion is nuts, bro. Off of their like main thing. I don't know, man. Gaming is in a very interesting space. It's a very volatile state, but also a very profitable one, and I am interested in seeing where this goes, because it don't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. Next up on topics, and we get into the end here, we got Sparking Zero, Goku versus Vegeta reveal trailer. We're so back. Oh, the franchise the franchise is so back. 28 character, bro. What was it, bro? What was the roster size? It was like 40 or like 50 and 28
first, like 20-ish, and they were all just Goku. I think it was like 13 Gokus and like 15 Vegetas. Let me see if I can find the Sparking.
We're so fucking back, man. I'm so hyped for this damn game and this franchise to continue. Oh my god.
The first 24 characters.
Oh my god, bro. It is just Goku and Vegeta. And that's so hype for so many different reasons, bro. We getting the transformations. You already know Goku, Super Saiyan Blue, Vegeta even got a special Super Saiyan, which is taking up a character slot.
11 Gokus and 13 Vegetas.
Let's fucking go.
Vegeta's got Majin Vegeta and Super Vegeta and Vegeta from Super in Super Saiyan. So he's got three up or 2 up. Yeah.
So fucking back, man. I can't wait to play this shit. You gonna cop this with us, bro? Come on, you ain't.
Probably not.
Come on, bro. You ain't get to have all the fun. The booty got thick, Aichi, bro. Come on, hop on the floor.
Come on, bro. You know I gotta cop that cursed clash.
Stop it.
Nah. Let me
we
stop
were just
joking
talking about
that.
this, bro.
Let me
We were
stop
just
joking
talking
about that.
this.
Let me stop. It depends. I need to see like who they got in here. I mean, they'll probably have someone for. You know what? They put Kepler in the game. I'll cop, and they probably will.
They
so
up to
I'll
blue.
cop.
Yeah, they also showed off Wolf Boy, so I'm pretty sure she in here. And
Now, I bet you're wondering, Ty Willie 99, why are you a Kefla? Don't ask. Don't ask. Don't ask. You won't like the answer. But yeah, Sparking Zero, I mean,
look at that.
I didn't see this. I must have blinked when they showed this part. Yeah, nah. Insane. Insane. This gonna take you like 30 seconds just to pick out your character.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is great.
Awesome.
This is
This
fucking
is awesome.
great, bro. I can't wait.
It's like, it's not just like because it feels like they really like remembered like what people love the games for, bro. Hopefully, like the actual gameplay itself like holds up too, holds up to the standards that
yeah, I do too.
people had for the originals, but yeah, at least as far as the roster size, they're I mean they're doing their thing, and I'm happy for the fans. I mean, I'm a Dragon Ball enjoyer, but you know the fans of the franchise was like the game franchise, I should say. Jesus, yeah. No.
But we're at least getting like up to the Tournament of Power characters, because that's Tournament of Power 17. That's the Wolf. That's Jiren.
I mean, we're going past that too, because that's Super Broly.
Oh, you're right.
Bottom right.
Yeah. Oh, bro, I really hope they got the power scaling, like the accurate power scaling in this game, where if you're just cooked, you can't do damage to certain characters.
Bro, listen. No, because I think you could always do damage. It would just be like trash. Because listen, bro. Do not get cooked by Hercule while you're playing Super Broly, bro.
Oh my god, dude.
Because yeah. Don't get done like someone's little brother.
Bro. That's exactly what's finna fucking happen. I hope I can transform into a great 8-bit fight. I'm losing and just transform.
So.
Oh, bro,
It looks
so
like.
bad. Alrighty, we've pretty much ran through all of our topics here, and I saved this segment especially for you, and we gonna enjoy this one together. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, man. You want to go ahead and give us you want to go ahead and give us your thoughts, man?
So I will address some things ahead of that. There are some shitty practices, obviously, not like just within the game, but surrounding it. Obviously, the server's not working for early access. Like the first day of which is like, that shit sucks.
Right.
Like, especially considering that you had to pay more money to get early access, like that's really bad. And it's shitty. It's not a great look either, because they also had like review codes were like late, like they didn't send them beforehand, so like reviews, I don't know if any are out by now, but like a lot of outlets just are probably playing it like as we speak to even get the review out. And then like I know IGN, after their like pretty bad preview, but regardless, they are still a news outlet, a gaming news outlet, and they should be like, you know, provided with review codes, especially since the reviewer wasn't even, or the previewer wasn't the same as the person that they had set up to review it.
Right.
So like, all that shit just reeks of like, yeah, they're trying to keep this shit like, I don't know, bro. Like, transparency would be great for like a game with so many skeptics, but
you also
we're not getting that.
From that first video that came out. Also, the way I think about, or the way I've been like thinking about this for a while, is if people are already hating on your game to the degree that it's been getting hate, I would be hesitant to throw out review codes too, because if enough people make enough bad reviews just going off of game bad, then this is just gonna give me like the most likes. I'm gonna kind of lean more towards the consumer instead of the reviewers or the previewers, because like,
Well, that's the thing though. Reviews help consumers. Like, I get what you're saying, because it's like if all the reviews are bad, then people aren't gonna buy the game.
Yeah.
But if you get good reviews before the game comes out, then that would also help you. But you get like it's not beneficial to the consumer. Like, the consumer might be more likely certain consumers might be more likely to buy it if there are no reviews saying it's bad. But it's also like, if there are no reviews period, then it's like, oh well, I'm just gonna wait until reviews come out. So it's like that depends too much on the like individual, like whether or not that's a good thing. But for the most part, no reviews before launch is bad. Like, at least for people buying it. But I got you, and I cut you off. So if you,
you're good, bro. But this game don't look horrible. Again, like, it's not the worst game ever. It's not like.
I wanted to address like the shitty stuff like surrounding it first before we talked about like that and stuff. Yeah, no, I agree though. Well, I don't just have to talk about how it looks. We can get into that soon here, but yeah, go ahead, give your thoughts on it before I review, as it were.
Well, man, from watching your streams, because I didn't want to fork up the $100 to play the game 3 days early. I think I'm gonna copy it I'm gonna copy it after this stream, bro. It looks fun. Like, I have no problem with it. It looks like the game that I kept saying it was probably gonna be like a good 6 out of 10. Look fun, turn your brain off, hop around the skies, shoot some shit, get a decent story with some nice cutscenes, and then go on about your day. Doesn't look like it's gonna take up too much of my time, and if they come up with some DLC story or some DLC that I like, I'll hop back on. Now, one thing that I was very interested in, and you pointed this out to me several times, loot boxes at the end of the missions is hilarious.
Yeah, like you said, the more I see it, the more it does seem like that it was something that they were gonna try to monetize. Because it's like, I'll beat a mission and I'm like, damn, after every mission, they really getting a lot of use out of these animations. But because it kind of like works as a pseudo buffer, I think, for like just the multiplayer shit, because when I'm playing by myself, it's like, what's this here for? But yeah, no, I got you. But yeah, that is funny. But yeah, if I guess I should get into my thoughts about it, because I have finished it. At least I finished the main campaign. Haven't done a whole lot of crazy like post games. Well, I've played like some of the in game stuff, and Jesus Christ, I saw that glitch.
Yeah, I did too, bro. Holly ran off the screen and disappeared. This shit is hilarious.
But yeah, I'll try and be pretty. I'll try and keep this contained. So as far as the story goes, I enjoyed it. I recognize that aspects of it are not like ideal. Like, obviously, this interpretation of the Justice League, like, some people are fans, some people think that they were like treated poorly. I think that considering what the game is about, which it's about the Suicide Squad killing them, right? But regardless of like their deaths, like their portrayals in the game, like just before any of that, I understand disliking these versions, and I think that's like fair to do. But you also have to understand, and this is how I look at it. In a game where you play as the Suicide Squad, right? Their name is like, you know, they're why you're playing the game.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have like your ideal like treatment of like the characters that are like not antagonizing them. That is not necessarily fair. You can have good antagonists, and I think that is a flaw with the story. They're not like great as antagonists, but I understand why the focus is placed more on the squad than it is on the league, because ultimately they're the stars of this game, or they're supposed to be. If you ask a lot of people, they're like, "Oh, I wish we could play as the league instead." Well, we can't. That game doesn't exist,
Yes,
unfortunately.
right.
So I think I understand on some level why it's like that, because they wanted to highlight the squad more, and I think that approach is fine. I'm not like I enjoy it. I enjoy it. So story wise, I found it to be pretty good. Um, yeah, and they leave a lot like open. Like this game's story very well could not be final. Like as far as who lives and who dies
Yeah.
and all that, it very well could, because they've teased like multiverse shit and whatnot. I say teased. There is multiverse shit. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that. Yeah. So whatever happens, if there are things that you don't like, and I guess that's a cop out to say like, oh well, they could fix it later. What we have now, I enjoyed.
Yeah.
I'll say that to wrap it up. What we have now, I enjoyed. I enjoyed the story. I like the dynamics between the members of the squad. They're probably different. Well, Harley is pretty much Harley, right?
Yeah.
Like with some added like specific Arkham background. King Shark, I like that he's not big and stupid. They gave all the stupid to Captain Boomerang, but he is so funny. And I should also add, I'm not like a huge DC Comics fan. I don't read comics in general, but I dabble in DC stuff here and there. I played the Arkham games,
Right.
so me not caring that if Captain Boomerang's your favorite character, you might not like this version of him. But I think he's funny. So there's that. And Deadshot's basically the 2016 version. He's like really serious, though he does like soften up like as they grow closer.
Yeah.
But he's like really serious. He's got his daughter that is, he's mad that he can't be there for her because he got locked up. He's pretty much the straight man to like the other three's antics, and I think it works pretty well. He's a little bland, but I don't hate him.
The one dynamic I'm not fucking with, and I'm gonna cut you off real quick. The one dynamic I was really not fucking with. We talked about this before we started the podcast, bro. That dynamic between him and Green Lantern is forced, and I do not like it, bro. I do not like it.
And it is definitely a sour point of the game. Boy, shit's pretty bad. Because it's already like, when you're just playing the story, it's like, alright, this is a weird pair up, but then you read Green Lantern's bios, and you're like, oh.
One of the good ones is crazy
the person
work.
who wrote this is either
work.
really bad at conveying sarcasm, or they are Green Lantern or minority hater. So yeah, is it crazy to lob out the whatever?
Hey, man.
Not the best.
It was in
representation.
bad taste, bro.
Not the best representation of African American individuals, and this game comes out in February, so we'll dock some points for that. We'll dock some points for that for sure, because that's pretty bad. Because outside of the way they act when they're corrupted, I'm not gonna be like, oh well, Green Lantern wouldn't do that. No shit, he's corrupted by Brainiac.
Yeah.
But the fact that it
was like that beforehand.
Yeah, the sort of like meta text almost in like those bios is like kind of like really critical, because it's not just like the non-corrupted bio is Deadshot's perspective, and he doesn't like him, right? But that doesn't change the fact that the writing is really strange. And then the second one is like for evil Green Lantern, and it's like from Lex's perspective, and he's more so critical of the Green Lantern Corps, and that one reads as like a criticism of our real world police, which is like, maybe you should elaborate a little bit more on that, because it's a little strange to just kind of throw that in there. But there is like a big narrative. Like they call him a cop like several times in the story. I was like, it's whatever. It didn't bother me that much, but like looking at it, it's still like it's not a good look. It's not a great look. That's a sour point, but it didn't take away from my overall enjoyment. So that is something that it was important to highlight, because it's like, well, that was pretty bad. Like just overall Green Lantern in this game, he's like, he looks great and he's like enjoyable to see when he's there, but like as far as like just the way that other characters feel about him, it feels like no one writing anything about him liked him, which is unfortunate. But outside of that, like the other members of the league, I think are mostly well represented. I wasn't a fan of Wonder Woman, but that's spoiler territory. I guess I've already spoiled stuff anyway, but
not really.
Yeah, I just don't like her being like so averse to killing. I understand that these are her friends and they're like close to the point of being family, but it just feels like an overcorrection from other Wonder Woman stuff where, in like Elseworld stories where she just is ready to kill people. And yeah, I mean, I appreciate a different take, and I'm not like losing sleep over this version of her. It's like, it's whatever. I just wasn't a huge fan of that. So I say, aside from Green Lantern and Wonder Woman, I'd say the rest of the league is mostly well represented for what little time they're there. And I think the discourse surrounding like Batman being mistreated is coming from people who didn't play the goddamn game, to be honest. But whatever. Even if they did play the game and they don't like it fair, I did. So moving on. Gameplay good. I played mostly as Harley. I enjoy the gameplay.
You also played on the hardest difficulty, didn't you?
Yeah, but it wasn't that difficult. Like I never like died because you get, your teammates will revive you 3 times. I only ever went down once in like a mission. But yeah, it wasn't that bad, but I say like the guns are like some of them are all of them are universal. Like there's no weapon type that's unique to one character. Everyone gets 3. So Harley gets like pistols, SMGs, and heavy weapons, which are all just miniguns. Right. So I played Harley mostly, and then they all get grenades, and then a traversal move and a suicide strike, which is a finisher basically that like heals you. So all of that stuff, like basically the way it flows is you're like swinging around as Harley or you're flying around as Deadshot, and the idea is that your traversal is limited in one way or another. So your goal is to maintain it. So for Harley, you can dive midair, and that'll charge up your grapple again, so you can use it again. And then the idea is to like keep it up as often as possible. You get like a flow to it. So, and like everyone's movement recharges when they touch either the ground or a wall. So like the idea is while you're going from point A to point B, to like find a way to like recharge it so you can keep your flow going, which is pretty. And then everyone can slide or do like a jump as soon as they hit the ground to sort of like get like a boost to the next time you use your movement. So yeah, the traversal is pretty good. Harley, I think, is the trickiest to get the hang of, but I think also like once you do get the hang of her, she feels the best. I've played Boomerang the second most. I really enjoy his traversal. It's pretty simple though. It's just like teleports and dashes, and then he can sprint a lot when he hits the ground. Deadshot, he flies around. It's just like all of it looks simple, but once you do it, it's like, oh, okay, I have to like really think about this. I'm not a huge fan of King Shark. That's not important.
It didn't seem like that's not really people were really messing with him.
Like if you were gonna, I don't know. King Shark, he's fine. Like it's not the end of the world. I still for the most part enjoy playing him, but I'll just play him at least. It's whatever. But yeah, like I said, traversal is like the core of it. So most of it is gonna be you moving around. And then like for Harley, you're like shooting while you're hanging from the grapple. Deadshot, he's like hovering, and they all have like skill trees that like there are like 3 play styles for each, so you can sort of like tailor your character to how you want to play. For Harley, I mostly wanted to like blow shit up, so I got like grenades, and then like her traversal attack, she zips up and like blows a bunch of shit up. So it's a fun time. I think as far as the skill tree, or you know, like building the character specifically, like without like the loot and stuff, I think the traversal and all that works really well.
Okay.
Loot for the most part is pretty good. But that sort of ties in the live service stuff that I'm pretty iffy about.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I finished the game, which has been out for what,
3 days?
2 days,
Oh, 2.
3 days. Yeah, 3 days counting today.
Yeah.
Well, because I got early access. So yeah, campaign's not long. Now, I didn't finish it in 9 to 10 hours, but that's what other people are clocking in at.
You also just run around the city, like, just enjoying combat, too.
Yeah, that is true. So, it is on the shorter side, which I understand. For $70, like, you know, if I was getting the game just to play the story and it was 10 hours, I'd be upset too.
Yeah.
But I got the game to sort of engage with all of it to see what it was about, and I enjoyed what I've played. Now, the post-game stuff, I haven't really, like, I've mostly been trying to level up other characters, but I don't want to do anything, like, too crazy, because I want to do all that as Harley, because I want to, like, really focus on her. So I haven't gotten to, like, the bigger in-game missions, but, like, as far as, like, the future of this game, I'm sure that the other characters will be funny. Or not funny. Jesus Christ, I'm cooked. I'm sure the other characters will be fun. I just don't really foresee, like, what sort of content they're gonna add to, like, really sustain it. Like, I'm guessing, like, new boss fights will probably be pretty good. Like, new gear. Because, like, the gear in the game... Yeah, Elseworld characters, of course. And, like, new story. But it just... Like, I really need them to, like, knock out that first season out of the park, because what's here right now, I'm not sure if it's gonna be, like, the thing that they need it to be to really, like, keep this game afloat. And, like, I don't know, because story aside, like, obviously I beat the story, and what's left is kind of what the game is, like, mostly. So it's in a weird spot where it's like, I like what I've played, but what I've played was really just sort of like the start of, like, this other thing, and this other thing I'm not really like super, like, because I'm gonna come back and play the game because I just like the way that it plays, but, like, the content itself, I'm not sure if it's, like, there's gonna be anything, like, super worth a while. Like, it just... I'm just, like, despite me being the game's strongest soldier, I've never once been like, oh, I'm so happy it's a live service. But I have been like, it's what we have. And right now, where I'm sitting, having put, like, I think this says 36 hours. I'm gonna round that down to, like, 29, maybe 30. That's how much time I have on it. I don't know. I don't know if they can, like, because there's a lot of people working on this game. There's a lot of talent. Like, yeah, the credits were long as shit, by the way. Like, they were, like, it was like a scroll. It was crazy. So many people working on this game, and I just don't know if this is what, like, because they're gonna have to dedicate a lot of time to this. And I just don't know if that's a good idea. Not only because it's not what people want, and, like, the live service shit is not what a lot of people want, but Cause I'm kind of struggling to
Nah, I got
figure
you.
out what I'm needing to say, but it's just like regardless of how much I've enjoyed it, it still just doesn't feel very good when I like really think about like what this game will have to do in the future to justify its existence.
Right. When they
Because
could
right
just
now,
make a
even the
different.
good story, yeah, right now, even the story being good, a lot of people don't like it. Which I'm not sure if those are people that played it or people that just like
I think there's people on the
read it.
internet. I don't think anybody has like played it yet. I think they're just hating to hate.
Yeah. Well, I do know like there is a reviewer that I follow that he as of right now he doesn't like it. I'll see what his review is talking about because I actually trust him. Not like his word is law or anything, but
Yeah.
I'll just it's just
You would like to hear a
it's
different perspective.
specifically someone I trust,
Yeah.
so it's like I'll see what he has to say. If but yeah, point is, if the story and gameplay aren't like enough to justify its existence, then that leaves the live service shit. Which, if I'm like, I don't think it can like really win people over, then I don't think it will, because I'm like I've been like trying to give this game the benefit of the doubt, and I think I did my part, but now it's time for like the game to do its part, and I don't know if that'll happen. So, do I recommend it for 70? I mean, maybe, but like
me personally, I'm waiting till price drop. But
yeah.
What would you give it out of 100? We're not gonna do the 10.
Out of 100,
out of 100
probably like
what we throwing?
70, maybe a 75 for me.
Okay, that ain't bad. That ain't the worst thing ever. It's an enjoyable play. It's an enjoyable play.
If you don't like the story, then like that number will probably drop, because that's like super subjective, bro. And
I got you. Well,
waffle session aside, Jesus.
Not waffle session aside.
Bro's just yapping. Yeah.
It'd be like that, bro. I just wanted to give the people a update on Tekken real quick, man. That game is cooked. Stop asking me about it. That game ass. If you like Tekken, you cheat. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Now, it is a really hard fighting game to learn, though. I've been trying, and it is incredibly difficult. Because usually with 2D fighters, like at the very least with 2D fighters, I can see something that's negative and be like, oh yeah, that's negative. In this game, since it consists of highs, mids, and lows, and highs and mids, not highs and mids, well yeah, mids and highs both need to be blocked standing. You'll be blocking standing most of the time, but people have combinations where it's like 1, 2, 3, or like 1, 2, 3, 4, and it'll be like high, mid. No, it'll be high, mid, low, and I'm so used to down backing as a 2D fighting player. It feels disgusting every time I get hit with a mid and it's automatically an overhead. Even though you can duck lows, bro, I'm so used to crouch blocking, I'm getting cooked by everything, and it's horrible, bro. I figured out some base combos and some decent punishes, but I also gotta remember the strings for every character, and then it's a 3D fighter in mid's track, so if I'm like backdashing or not backdashing, but sidestepping,
it's not mid specifically. It's like I think they're called like orbitals or something like that.
Yeah, dog, it's so fucking much. This game is not an easy game to learn, and I appreciate all the training mode stuff that they have for this game. But even if you like, if I go to like some like straight up gameplay of like our friends J Ride and 7 and fucking Ken playing, bro, it looks nuts. Like, not with these characters specifically, but with Devil Jin and some other characters, they got some cracked out shit, and this game is not an easy game to learn. And it was like, bro, just lab it out. Shut up. I go to tournaments. I win tournaments. This shit ain't easy. This shit is not easy. This ain't an easy pick up and play. Oh my god, dog. I'm so fucking cooked on Tekken. Hate this goddamn game, but I'm gonna learn it, bro. It's the last fighting game franchise that I need to learn. I already know how to play MK, Street Fighter, pretty much any 2D game you can name. Fucking Scrimbo, Blimbo, and his family of 3 or whatever you want to say, bro. I can play all of those. I just can't play fucking Tekken, man. I just can't play fucking Tekken. But you got any closing statements for the people, bro? I'm done ranting.
I'm glad Tekken looks as good as it does. And I'm glad people, the Tekken players are really loving it. And Fearless, you'll get the hang of it. You'll get the hang of it.
Cooked, bro.
don't let the listen. And commenters, he kind of cooked y'all, but y'all ain't know.
I appreciate the love and support, man. I get it.
Yeah, he appreciates the support. It's just it was just a lot. It was an
overwhelming amount of people.
It's like getting hugged, right? But like they're all squeezing you, and it's like 10 of them. So
Damn, bro, if you just hit the lab and, practice really hard, no shit, Sherlock. Duh.
He meant that with love.
I meant that with love. I appreciate the help, bro. I appreciate the help. I really do. But I know what I'm doing. I promise you, I know what I'm doing. Anyway,
all with love.
All with love, bro. All with love. Appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to the 4K views y'all gave us, dog. It helping us grow. We hit 70 subs. Thank y'all so much, bro. We have been Curry Speech, the outspoken gamers, and we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.